Just give it a few seconds here. Let me make sure everything's ready. Okay, everyone. Welcome to our weekly live stream here at the Elegant Oxford. Sorry for my voice in advance. We were supposed to have our first live stream of the year on Friday, but everyone in the house caught a really bad cold, including me, so I just couldn't do it on Friday. So we're doing it here on Monday. So I'm sorry you're still going to hear me sniffling and coughing. We all caught a really bad cold, so I apologize in advance. Andy, hey Andy, welcome to the live stream. Sorry. My goodness. Okay, so today we're going to be restoring this pair of Edward Greens. Now, these are actually in really good condition. The owner's done a really good job, but as you can see, the toe area, the burnishing here, I don't think was applied properly, so we're going to remove it, reapply it, and I'm going to show you how to do that because I think it's a little bit too dark for the color of the shoe. And the wax that was used is a little too dark as well. We want to make sure it all looks like the right color. Okay, there's some darkening around the back here that I'm not too happy with. So we're going to make sure it looks 100%. Okay, these are really good shoes. I don't know if you guys know Edward Green. Discussed them a lot in the channel already. So let's just make sure everything's good to go. So Edward Green are pretty expensive shoes. They range in the $1,000 range, so they are not cheap, but they are well made. The leather is very premium and it shines really quickly and easily. And even after multiple uses, the creasing is really, really looking great. Some shoes, especially if the leather's not the greatest quality, you'll definitely see the creasing look a lot worse. Okay, so yeah, there's some nastiness here. We'll definitely make these look a lot better. Okay, so let me make sure it's all good. Yeah, like always, the Amazon Live is not working. It's okay, we got YouTube. Okay, we're dual casting this. Roller Skater Texas Girl, thanks for tuning in. Yeah, thanks. The shoes are just awesome. I really do appreciate them. They belong to a client, and he's a local, so he dropped it off, and I'm always happy to do local jobs. Okay, we're going to be using the heat gun. Let me find a little rag. All right. Very simple. You could use chemicals to try to remove the wax, like acetone, but I don't recommend it. It's just going to take too long. There's a much easier method that I use in almost all my videos. Okay. Just use the heat gun. So let's heat it up. Oh, it's not working. I wonder why. Let me make sure it's plugged in. Excuse me. Well, that's my fault. The power source wasn't plugged in. All right, there we go. Apologize for that. There we go. Heat it up. It's going to liquefy. And then we remove it off. There we go. Nice and simple. One of the easiest methods. So, yeah, the wax I can tell was a dark brown. It's a little too dark. If your toe has got a burnishing, you want to use a light colored wax, or else it'll just get too dark back here. Okay. There we go. Nice and easy. This is really the simplest method of removing wax. Roller Skater Girl, I've seen these made into roller skates. No kidding. Incredible what people do. I see them turn them into golf shoes a lot too. That's pretty common. I used to rollerblade a lot when I was younger. I was a big fan of that Disney movie Brink. I must have been like 9 or 10, and I used to rollerblade everywhere. I thought it was the coolest thing. But I haven't gotten into a pair of blades for a very long time, probably 20 years plus. Make sure it's hot enough, okay? Once it's liquefied a little bit, go in there and just remove any excess wax. Nice and easy, yeah. Wax can be quite stubborn, so it looks like it's all but removed pretty well. One more pass just to be safe. Okay. Yeah, my client used dark brown, which is not a good idea. I used to use a lot of dark, but now I don't, especially with burnishes. Looks like he has some on here too. Here we go. We're getting that original color back out. Okay. Okay, I'm seeing the original color peeping through. So we are getting a lot of wax off the shoe. So the shoe is more of a lighter brown color, kind of a medium brown. That's exactly what we want. Now, remember, the camera isn't shaking, it's the table that's shaking. So I want to make sure you guys realize that. Thank you, Layla Simmons, for following. I appreciate that. Okay. I love these type of jobs. They're just very satisfying and relaxing. Excuse me. All right, this is a nasty area right here. You can see it. Got a lot of nasty wax right on here. So let's get that off. Ooh, this thing gets hot. There we go. Yeah, that's a lot of wax. Take a seat here. Let's see what we got. Jose Luis Guzman. How about washing it with pumpkin saddle soap? Yeah, in Mexico, people use saddle soap a lot. When I lived in Mexico, I lived in Tamaulipas. A lot of the street shiners would use saddle soap, and it's actually a very good product, but I use it only for mud and deep soil. If it's like wax or a shoe product, I use the heat gun. But I understand if you're out in the street, it may not be possible. Lee, Preston, always appreciate your videos. Thanks, Lee. I appreciate you stopping by. I hope you have a great 2024. Roller Skate Texas Girl. When I retire from skating, we'll continue to restore vintage skates. That's awesome. Do you have an Instagram or something? I'd like to see that. I'd really like to see you restore some skates. It's actually very cool and unique, and I don't know anyone else who does that. So, very, very cool. If you do, drop it in the comment section. Okay. It's a little darker. This is some natural burnishing here than it looks like. This is a natural patina, just darkened on its own. Or it could be wax. Let's figure it out. Now the heat gun does get very hot, but within reason, it's going to be very hard to damage your shoe. So don't be too afraid, okay? If you are really concerned about using a heat gun, there's Renomat. Let me shake it. Renomat is a cleaner for old polish, and it's not as strong as acetone because it's not meant to remove the factory finish, just old polish, okay? It's an option for you. I can't stand the smell of it, but I do sell it at theelegantoxford.com. And if you're watching this on Amazon Live, you can get it on Amazon too, okay? It just smells terrible, but it does do a good job. Oh, this part right here for sure needs some work. Heat it up. And then we wipe off. A lot of the wax literally evaporates with the heat gun. The heat gun literally just evaporates it. It liquefies and then boom, done. This thing is hot though. Not gonna lie, it's pretty toasty. Okay. Unfortunately, I don't. Okay, no worries. Very cool that you restore skates though. I remember when I was younger, there were a lot of skating rinks in town. I'm in San Diego. We had a skating rink here, and now there's no skating rinks to my knowledge. There's a lot of ice skating rinks, but no like skating rinks, which is unfortunate. It's very cool. Okay. Oh yeah, I'm seeing that wax right here. Let's just remove it. Very cool here. And this is a very good shoe. I could see why they cost so much. Okay. These have been worn for sure. I mean, this is soft, which means this is getting to the point where it's going to need a resole. But even then, the wrinkles are so nice. Very, very good quality leather. This is in the $1,000 range for sure. Even though there are shoes like TLB Mallorca, you've seen the review on this channel. I think the construction's better, the details, but the leather quality isn't like this, which is what you're paying for, okay? Can Rhenomat remove oil stains as well? It can, but oil stains are really, really strong. You're gonna need Hussard. I don't know if I have any with me. Let me see if I have some. Hussard. Let me check my, there we go. Hussard. This is it, by Avell. I also sell it. Let me warn you right now though, it's extremely powerful. It's more powerful than acetone. It'll just strip the shoe right down to the bare leather, but it will remove an oil stain. So I only use Hussard when it's really an emergency. So if you ever need to try it, give it a shot. But that's what I recommend for oil stains. You can try, here's a home method. You can use baby powder and put it on the oil stain, and that could help. But if it's like a really bad scenario, you might need Hussard. Yeah, so a lot of this old leather was just, it looked like it was old leather, but it really was just old wax, which is good to see. Sorry, I know this is not great for the... Okay. My avatar is restored. I can't see it because of that heart. Restored. Oh, okay. A restored pair of Israeli skates from the mid-70s, suede. Very cool. That's awesome. Let me look at the shoe here, make sure everything's removed that we want removed. A lot of it just has to be, you have to just be meticulous. There's a little piece of something here I want to get out. Everything else looks pretty good. Just looking over the shoe one last time before we move on to the next step. I think we're good. Alrighty. Use my nail here and get into this little crevice here. Okay, I think we're good to go there. Okay, everything looks good. All right, so my client does want the burnish to stay there. So I am going to be adding more burnish using leather dye. And if you need tutorials on using a brush or your finger, you can do that. I have so many on my channel. I've talked about it all the time. I'm going to be using the airbrush gun, as always. This is just a quick method when I'm working on shoes and I got to get them in and out. The airbrush just does everything so evenly and perfect that I really like it. So we're going to be using number 4. I even wrote it up there. The thing about Saphir bottles I hate is that the number, it doesn't tell you what color it is. It'll just have the number, which is 04. And that's medium brown. I hate having to, if you get rid of the packaging, you don't know what color it is, which drives me nuts. Where are my gloves? They're there. Should always wear gloves when working with leather dye. It can get nasty. Ooh. Hope you're all having a great day so far. Thank you for tuning in on a Monday. I know it can be really inconvenient. Yeah, righty. Hope you all had a great holiday, a great Christmas too. Unfortunately, we were all sick throughout the holiday, throughout Christmas, and it was a lot of fun though. We had a great time. Alrighty. Man, the cough sounds worse than it is though, I promise. Excuse me. Okay, we're set. So, getting these gloves on can be a nightmare sometimes. Medium brown might be a little too light, maybe. Yeah, this looks like it's a job for dark brown. Let's pour some in. Alrighty, just nice and easy. There we go. Nice and quick. Alrighty. I'm like, knock on wood, but I've never knocked dye over in here. It would suck. So this part's just quick and easy. We don't even need a lot, okay? Oh, shot out some CO2. Just making sure that there's nothing on there. Just a quick. Just making sure the color's even again, because nothing too difficult, okay? Alright, just nice and easy. Further back, further back, further back, and I think that should be it. Let's cure it here. Cure. Okay. Make sure it's ready. Nice and simple. I think that should be totally fine. Okay. I think we're good. Nice and easy. Edgar, I'm glad. Oh, thanks for watching. I appreciate doing these videos. I mean, I have a great time. That's it. We just darkened it up a little bit. Nothing too serious. Just make sure that just gonna brush it to a nice soft shine. Oh, you know what? I missed a little area right here at the bottom. My mistake. Happens sometimes though. Okay. Just very slightly. This is why the airbrush is such an amazing tool. You can get into some crevices that normally would be a total nightmare to reach. And, you know. And you can really shade it in nice. I'd say the only weakness with the airbrush is that sometimes the leather dye doesn't cure. So you have to use the heat gun to cure it, and that can be a little stressful. Alrighty. Yeah, we're good. That's all it takes. And if you'd like to learn the brush method, I have videos on that too. Sorry. There's a little area here that I don't want to miss it. So. Then we'll get to shining. Really just going light, light, light. Not too dark. Oh, I can't see a thing here. It's one of the challenges here of using the airbrush. Alrighty. Let me look at it one more time. I think we are set. Yep, we're good. Alrighty. Those other times are false alarms. Now we just give it a nice brush. Make sure it's cured. Alrighty. Excuse me here. Oh, hey, Joe. I'm already done with the other shoe, by the way. I know you said it's taking too long on one shoe. I'm done with the other shoe. I did the other shoe the other day, and I reserved this shoe for the live stream. So the other shoe's done. So that's kind of why that's where it's going, okay? So don't worry about it. And I like to take my time. Okay, that's it for that. Renovatour. Let's hydrate this shoe. Oh, that's my mailman. Had me a little worried. Oh, nice. Look at that. The conditioning. I love seeing that. Looks great. Very nice. I'm liking what I'm seeing. You got to use less than you think, okay? Less conditioner than you think. Nice and easy. Just rub it in with your fingers and look. The shoe's looking much better than where it was. This darkening right here, that's a natural patina. I was right. The leather darkens. Happens to shoes after you wear them for a long time. Sometimes the leather just forms a natural variation in color, which is completely okay. Happens to a lot of shoes. There's another one right there. You can see it. Okay. Let that sit for a while. Quentin, thanks for stopping by. Happy New Year to you as well. Roller Skater Girl Beautiful, thanks. Thank you. So we're gonna let that conditioner sit for a second. Let me grab my next tool. Where did I put it? Should be in here. Maybe? No? There it is. Okay, so while we wait, this is very fine grit sandpaper. It's 2000 grit, so it's very fine. Almost can't even feel it against your skin. We're just gonna smooth out the edges. Good, I like how that's feeling. Because we're gonna apply that edge dressing before we shine. Smooth out these areas, feels good. It's just part of the maintenance. Feeling a little rough spot there. Okay, good. Yeah, we're getting a little bit on. Oh, this side actually looks much better. Little leather dye. Just got to be very precise. You don't want to be getting the upper. Okay. Just to restore a little bit of that color. Alrighty, it's just part of that process of hand polishing, hand restorations here. Of course, except for the airbrush. Okay, make sure that's all set. Alrighty. Alright. Let's give that a second before we brush. Yes, I am going to mirror shine them. I am. We're going to mirror shine these today. Abdallah, can edge dressing be used on rubber soles? Yeah, actually it can be. Depending on the color. If they're, I mean, usually they're black. You can use black edge dressing. It should be fine. Edge dressing will go on pretty much anything. If you buy like a dedicated edge dressing, that was just leather dye, and I don't recommend it for rubber soles. Okay. Is that long enough? It is. Got a little excess right here. Yeah. Okay. I don't think they need any color. This is too dark. Too dark. Let's do cognac. A little too orange, but it's still gonna work. But I don't think it needs any, except for maybe right here. Just a little scratch there. Everything else looks very good. I love the variation in the leather, the color. It looks very good. Excuse me. Alrighty. Let's start the mirror shine. Now, I am not going to use dark mirror gloss. The best color right now would be yellow. This is actually yellow wax, which is going to work really well for the shoe. You don't want to darken it using wax. Excuse me, I'm getting that cough. All right, so let's start mirror shining now. It's weird. Huh. All right. Flu season, yep, Dudley. Flu season, and we all caught it, so, in the house, so. Alrighty, a little mirror gloss there. Just gonna, like always, start to add our layers. Man, this is very dry. Wax softener. This stuff will save you in a pinch. Okay, just a tiny bit. Just like that. There we go. Just a tiny bit, and then you just rub it in. That'll really help soften the wax. It's really great stuff. If your wax gets very, very hard, this will save you. Okay. Nice. Here we go. Man. Yeah, it's definitely flu, cough season, cold season. Alrighty. Yeah. If you use a dark brown wax, it's going to not look the right color. Alrighty. Man, I'm looking down and my sinuses are like super painful right now. Perfect, perfect. This is exactly what I wanted. Here we go. We're adding our layers first, like always, before the mirror shine happens. Give it a second here. No, I don't usually recommend yellow wax. I recommend it when you have a burnishing and you don't want to add any color. You could use neutral by just like yellow. Sorry, just reading comments here. Yeah, this wax was and is very dry. It's one of the drawbacks of mirror gloss is how dry it can get, but that helps it shine really quickly. So it's a double-edged sword. We're almost done. You just lay the groundwork first and then it makes the shine much, much easier. Right. Yeah, only for mirror shines. Let's see, my shoes had a big water stain. I managed to take off the stain, but there's something like a vein on the edges of what was the stain. I don't know what that is, Carlos. I'd have to look at them in person or look at them in a picture. I just can't really diagnose it from your description alone. Sometimes leather gets moisture deep inside and it's very hard to get it out, and it will change the appearance of the leather. Caleb, man, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate that, man. Hope you're doing well. Guys, if you don't know Caleb, he was a finalist in the World Shoe Shine Championship, and he's a great friend, and he's always a really cool guy. So if you guys don't know Caleb, Caleb, if you want to type out your social medias out down for everyone, that'd be awesome. You're a really great shoe shiner, and I really appreciate you. Meeting you when I went out to Kirby Allison in Texas, that's when I met Caleb, so he's a great guy. Alrighty. Was the toe cap changed from mid brown to dark brown? I'm not sure. I don't know the history of the shoe, unfortunately. So I'm gonna use a little Pat Deluxe before I start the mirror shine, but I can tell this is already gonna be a very good and fast mirror shine. This leather is very high quality and premium. We're just gonna spread a little bit of Pat Deluxe around, okay? But we're looking good. Yeah, Gwynton. On Instagram, he's Caleb Mali, Caleb M-A-L-I, I believe. I don't have my phone. My phone's doing the live stream, so I can't check. But if you follow me on social media, I'm following Caleb as well. Caleb. Yeah, there we go, Caleb. Thanks. Caleb Mali, yeah, I was right. If we move to Texas, Caleb, we'll be hanging out a lot more. All right, it's time for the mirror shine. Water, rubbing alcohol and water. The rubbing alcohol and water is not necessary, but I use it, so if you guys, need it too, that's okay. It does help. It helps me personally. I don't know if it's going to help you, though. Alrighty. Let's see what we got. I don't want to jinx it. I suspect the shoe is going to shine quickly, though, because Edward Green always shine really quickly. Their leather is just very premium. Alrighty, let's get this started. Okay. Alrighty. Mirror gloss at the ready. Let's get the extra moisture off. Here we go. Let's get this started. A little bit of rubbing alcohol and water. Alrighty. You guys ready? We're gonna start right now. So I feel a smoothness, smoothness, smoothness. As soon as I feel a rough patch, that means there's not enough water, and I want to start adding wax. Back and forth. Touch the wax. pressure like it's an eggshell. You need enough pressure to heat up the wax and get it to shine, but if it's too much pressure, you'll pull wax off, so you don't want to do that, okay? Okay. A little bit of pressure, a little bit of pressure. It can be a struggle to get the mirror shine down. Excuse me. Man, my cough was so bad though a couple of days ago. It was really something else. Okay, so just in a couple of seconds of shining, these Edward Greens have already proven why they cost $1,000, because they shine very quickly. Some shoes are a complete nightmare to shine. They just take forever. The leather has such deep pores that you will cry. Okay, give us a second to dry. 50-50, Quentin. That's my water alcohol ratio. You should test it out for yourself though. Sometimes people tell me that's too much for them, which is fine. You just experiment though. Start with less rubbing alcohol and increase as needed. Okay, here we go. This is such an awkward angle. Gosh, shining so the camera can see, but so I can also shine is awkward. Okay, give this a second. I feel the wax is clumping up a little bit. You don't want that. Okay, just a little bit of water. This is not a mirror shine. This is kind of a high shine over the whole shoe, just so it looks nice. Just like that. Okay, just kind of going back and forth. A little bit of water, a little bit of wax. Just give it a brush. And then just kind of go over it. You'll see a little nice shine right there, okay? Big cough, okay. Okay. Nice and simple. Just a little bit of, yep. Yeah. Just a quick one here today. This is an awkward angle for me. Here we go. A little bit of breath for some lubrication. Okay. Let's check that out. It's still a little foggy, but we are getting there. Let me switch to a cleaner part of the cloth. We can do it again. Yeah, Texas Girl, roller skater Texas Girl. The rubbing alcohol helps the solution evaporate. I find when water sticks around a little too long, it can cause some problems with the shine. That's kind of why I use it. VP, is there a quick repair or a fix to hide small scratches on the toe? Depending how deep the scratch is, you might just use like colored cream polish. If the scratch is like it broke the leather, you're gonna have to use Saphir Renovating Repair Cream. It's got some resins in it, and it goes over the area you need to fix. It's not a permanent. I mean, where I have something, it's not permanent. Well, it is permanent, but it's not the greatest solution. If you really want to go hard, you're gonna have to do some serious shoe surgery, and that can be really difficult. So, Renovating Repair Cream is probably your best bet for the layman, though, for the person who just is doing it at home. Andrew, I have a pair of Timberlands with deep pores that I wear on wet days here in MA. Suggestions to make sure the polish goes into the leather instead of just on top? Gosh, you know, if the pores are real deep, you're not getting a mirror shine simply because you're not using enough wax. I have a pair of shoes here I'm doing a review on, and the pores are really deep, and the mirror shine's taken me a long time. I got this far in just 10 minutes, and it's taken me like 3 days to get this far on the other pair, so it really just depends on the shoe. I'd say keep trying and keep shining, but I can't assess the situation 100% from here, unfortunately. Okay. I would just, off the top of my head, that's probably what the problem is. Sea quality. Just recently added too much water and ran into the dry spot. Your guide fixed it super quickly. I'm glad the guide helped, because the first time it happened to me, I went nuts and nobody knew what the heck it was. So I'm glad it helped you. Thanks for watching the video. And fair enough, yeah. Man, shoes can be such a mystery if you're not there to like check it out in person. I have no idea what it could be. But I would say keep shining, because some mirror shines are gonna fight you tooth and nail before they show up. Excuse me. Ooh, let me just make sure everything's good. Alrighty. Alright, nice and smooth. I'm liking this gliding feeling I'm getting. Just the glide, and you just touch a little bit of wax. Near the end, you want to use a lot less wax. You're really just buffing, right? It's like waxing a car. You're buffing, you're buffing, you're buffing. Okay. Ooh. Okay. You're buffing, you're buffing, you're buffing. We're looking good. A little drop of what? Man, I'm really happy how fast these shoes shined. Because some shoes, they can really take forever. I think last live stream I had, the pair there was not cooperating. All right. And remember, shoes with broguing, these little holes here, it takes longer to shine them. Okay. Okay. Make sure that last piece is off. Okay. Let me change the angle. Alrighty. Okay. All right. Thanks, roller skate girl. I appreciate that. I really do. Just a little bit of shine. Okay, so I think we're set to go. That burnishing job needed to just get a little bit of an update. So not super hard, just a nice quick shine, restoration, taking off that old wax, that old polish, making sure everything's set. And I think we're looking pretty good right there. So shined quickly, shined nicely. So yeah, I'm very happy with it. Okay, so there we go. Finished a little faster than I thought I was, to be honest, in 45 minutes instead of the usual hour. But very happy. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed the stream. Okay, we had a lot of fun, to be honest with you. And this was a very, very good shoe, and I know the owner's really gonna like them. They came in really kind of messed up, and the color was there. We needed to remove that old wax. Okay, so thank you for saying that. I really appreciate it. So I want to wish you all a happy Monday, a great rest of the week. Thanks for stopping by today. I know Monday's super inconvenient, but I want to thank you all who are stopping by to watch. And we'll be back next week with more shines and more tutorials. So I appreciate everything you're doing. As always, visit theelegantoxford.com for all your Saphir and shoe care needs. And I'm dropping a video finally. I know it's been a while, but I finally finished this very long tutorial that I've been working on. And we're going to start 2024 off right. Okay, thank you all for stopping by. Michael, thank you. I will feel better in a couple of days. I'm already coming out of it. Dream Builder, have a great day. Thank you, you as well. Quentin, thank you, man. You're always stopping by. I appreciate you. Stevie, show a mobile shine. I don't know what that means. Maybe I'm reading it wrong. Seek equality. Have a blessed day. You as well. Roller skate. Thank you so much. You guys are the best. I appreciate you all. And continue to shine those shoes. And I will see you next time. Okay. Have a great one. And I will see you next week.